Your host, Blake Rasmussen, and normally this is where I'd say we have a very special show to you, but today's show is, you know what, today's show's fine. It's going to be fine. We're going to have a good time. I do have a little bit of news right at the top that we're going to talk to. We're going to talk through some upcoming dates to note, where I'm going to have a lot more to talk about. And then we're going to spend the rest of the show just kind of hanging out and playing Explorer on Arena. I'm a mere 2 matches away from Mythic, so we're going to see if we can hit that. But before we get to the gameplay, let's talk through some news. So some people in the community and in the news recently revealed the Fortnite and Secret Lair collaboration, Secret Lair x Fortnite. So there are a bunch of cool Magic cards with Fortnite skins on them. You've got Battle Bus, Dance Battle, The Cube, Battle Royale, Supply Llama, Shrinking Storm, and Crack the Vault. There are actually 2 different Secret Lair drops. There is additionally one called the lands. I can't get there on that. Landmarks and Locations. Both drops are going to be available next week. They go on sale in approximately a week from today, next Thursday. The non-foil editions of both drops will be available for $29.99. The foil ones for $39.99. You can see the products and get more information on secretlair.wizards.com right now. The other thing I wanted to chat about real quick are a couple upcoming dates to note. So like I said, not a ton of news on this week's stream, but next week's stream is going to be huge. So that is our monthly announcement day, and it is featuring our first look at Dominaria United. I know a lot of people have been chomping at the bit since we announced Dominaria United to return to the fan favorite plane, and we are going to start taking you on that journey next week. We have so much to announce, and it is so cool and surprising and unexpected, which are basically the same thing, but they all describe exactly what's going to happen next week. So make sure to tune in. And then for those of you looking for Unfinity information, Mark Rosewater is going to be at San Diego Comic-Con talking about Unfinity. He has a panel there on July 23rd. If you're able to attend in person, awesome, fantastic. Go find out all the things first. If you're not able to attend, we will be sharing some of the images and information on the Twitters. And then finally, for those of you waiting for an update on Magic 30 happening in Las Vegas this October 28th through 30th, we're going to have those updates and have tickets go on sale the week of July 25th. That's it. That's the news I have for today. Instead, what we're going to do the rest of this stream, because next week is such a big deal, and producer Sean has to do a lot of work gathering a lot of assets, we decided to make this stream a little bit more chill. So we're going to play some Explorer. Like I said, I am 2 matches from Mythic. We're going to see if we can hit it on the stream. Who knows? The questions, is there any news on Explorer and Historic Anthology? Not as of now. So I did check with our Arena communications team just before coming on the stream, and they are talking about when and how and where that is going to be announced, but it's not on this stream. The question, will there be a heads up on Magic 30 ticket sell times, or will they just go up on one day? We will give some kind of notice. You'll find out about that first. Okay, let's head over to Arena. I will continue answering questions as you have them throughout the stream. We're just going to hang out and chat. So the deck I am going to be playing and have been playing in Explorer all month is Lotus Field Control. So you can see the deck list up here. It's a blue-white control deck. It's definitely in my range. It's pretty typical if you've been following people like Andrew Cunha, who's been playing this deck, or Gabriel Nassif. It's pretty stock-ish. There's a couple things I've changed or updated for my preferences. I've been playing against a lot of black-red lately, so I put a Dream Trawler in the main, moved it from the sideboard, just dropping one of the Shark Typhoons. I found myself siding those out a lot because I'm not playing against a ton of control. course, I'm going to probably play mono control on this stream. I was at 4 Memory Deluge at one point, but then I swapped one for a Search for Azcanta. I was at 3 Discontinuity, but I put the Tails End back in, again, for all the Planeswalkers in the black-red deck. And then I've kind of bounced back and forth between Censor and Jawari Disruption, but I think this deck loses more games when it doesn't hit lands than when it has an excess. So that's where we ended up. So let's give this a go. All right. When is the big announcement stream for next year's stuff? That is one of the topics we're going to talk about next week. So tune in on July 21st if you want to know most about that. Yeah, you're welcome. We don't do these streams very often where fans can just ask whatever. But when we get the opportunity, you know, it's give and take, because it means I probably don't have answers prepared for absolutely everything, but I'll answer what I can. I love Divine Purge. Divine Purge was one of my main attractions to Alchemy right off the bat. All right, let's see what we are up against here. Shot in the Dark, I'm always going to guess black-red at high diamond level, but not going to change this. This hand is one... Oh, okay. That happened. All right. Well, thanks. All right. Well, I guess that makes getting to Mythic easier. Now even if we lose this next one, we'll have time to keep playing. Will there be a BNR soon? I don't have one on my radar. So we're pretty responsive with BNRs these days. As soon as when a problem becomes apparent, we will call a meeting. But we also have some regular BNR meetings. But I don't have any on my radar right now. And maybe with someone watching the stream is like, here you go. Yeah, this is the kind. I love keeping hands with a bunch of mana in them in this deck, even when you don't have a ton of early plays, just because this deck is so mana hungry. And if we happen to draw one of our enablers for Lotus Field, this hand could be great. So I'm going to keep. And we're on the play. Jeez. All right, the green-white matchups tend to be really good, especially post-board when I have even more Wraths, and especially when they do literal nothing. Okay, so this is the kind of decision point here is, do I play Lotus Field now? Because I have enough other lands, I am not going to 4-mana Deluge. I think we're going to just play Hollowed Fountain Tapped and wait and see exactly what my opponent is playing. Okay, Angels, that's kind of what I thought. And we're golden. We play this. We'll see if we need to remove that. We've got both March and Fateful Absence. Wandering Emperor if they attack first. This is also their Collected Company turn. So I think what we're going to do is just Emperor this probably and let them Collected Company. That's fine. I got my value. Now the drawback to that play is I don't get to Teferi here. But I do get to Teferi next turn, and I'm not worried about a 2/2, and I can turn it into a 4/4 for me at any time. Will we ever be able to 8-man draft on Arena? Maybe. I'm fine not worrying about that. They pass. I'm going to assume Collected Company. So what I'm doing here, this gets me a blocker. So because I'm planning to play Teferi and Lotus Field, which then untaps and gives me 4 mana. It'll also give me Fateful Absence if needed, but I'm assuming there's a Collected Company coming. If not, great. Then I have no idea what's in their hand. There it is. Okay. Doing it before Teferi even lets me plan this better. All right, I get some life, some Righteous Valkyrie action. Yeah, and the nice thing about this is I am just going to be able to Fateful Absence. So now the question is, I know I'm going to Fateful Absence. That is happening. Do I play the Lotus Field now? I think I don't. I think what I do, I'm going to stop on my... I don't know. They don't typically have anything that can stop something like a Fateful Absence in game one, but there's zero reason to risk it here. So I'm just going to do this now. I don't care about the 1/1. Oh, hey, Cape Fear Collectibles. Trying to draw cards. Yeah, that happens. It happens. The thing I do repeatedly with this deck is I will have the Spirit out that stops enters the battlefield effects, and I will try to play Portable Hole and not have enough mana to pay for it. I do that constantly. Okay, so the decision point here is, do I minus Teferi to put the Angel back in the deck? I lose Teferi to that. I think what we're going to do is play Shark Typhoon plus Teferi. It's not unlikely that we're going to lose Teferi here, but that's fine. I have 3 Memory Deluges. I'm going to be fine on the card front. Might even find another one. Yeah, that is one reason to wait, Alex Italics. But when I'm playing against... Okay, this is not... That's fine, we can do this. Now they have the mana to pump. Ooh, that's some good stuff. So they'll get an Angel. We're not... We do really need to find Farewell. I think if we find Farewell, we can't possibly lose. But we're not out of the woods just yet. Gaining life and gaining life and gaining life. 2 flyers means Teferi's... Well, actually it doesn't. So I want to keep direct. So the reason I'm still plussing Teferi and instead of using it into minus is 1, I'm going to be making a bunch of sharks here. 2, I've got another Teferi in hand, and they're going to keep attacking Teferi. That 3, 4. So let's see. Teferi will give me an additional 4 mana there if I put some. Okay, sure, good game. All right. Yeah, I mean they weren't winning this, but not at that point. All right, we bring in Farewell. That's really about it. This is a pretty good matchup. I don't try to do anything like fight over Collected Company. They just don't matter when you've got Farewell. So I oftentimes on the draw will take out all the Jawari disruptions. Now that was a habit I got when I was playing Censor. I'm not sure it's correct with Jawari disruption to make sure I hit land drops, but I'm playing 26 lands plus the Jawari disruptions. I feel okay about that, and I guess that's it. We just take out the Jawari disruptions. Portable Hole's fine, March is fine, all of those are fine. Strict Proctor is just nuts against them. Yeah, well, yeah, I got that. Will there be a way to qualify for the Dreamhack Regional Championship via Arena? I do not know the answer to that. I would head to Dreamhack's website. They should have all of the information for their event. Yeah, we can keep this. I mean, they should be pretty cold to depopulate. All right, land sequencing is a thing. So all of these 3 lands right now are coming into play tapped. This one's probably coming into play tapped. So we'll just start with the Glacial Fortress. Thankfully, so basically we need to make sure to sequence this, and then we can depopulate on 4. Hall. Yeah, I mean, there are some dangers with pulling a bunch of tap. Oh, there we go. And all our problems are solved. So we could see a collected company this turn. That would explain why they didn't do anything. Yeah. That should be fine. Depopulate should be good next turn. Bishop makes that a little less amazing because their angels will turn into spirits. But right now they only have 1 angel. And if they make 2 1/1 spirits from this, it's fine. Now, the tricky part is if they just pass and leave. Okay, I guess I was going to say if they passed and left up 4 mana, then it becomes trickier. Oh no! Snowlands, not non-basic. Okay, we're fine. If they had left up 4 mana, it would have become. Oh no, that's not okay. We'll bounce it. It would have been trickier because depopulating these 3 creatures is not that amazing. Oh boy, that's bad. All right. Yep. So the question is, can I bounce Redain and still live? So 3, 7, and 6 is 13. The Wrath leaves behind 2 1/1s. So no. Oh man. Redain. All right, so, all right. So if I bounce that, I take 13 damage. I go to 2. My turn, I depopulate. They end up with 2 angels, 2 1/1s. I die. Yeah. All right. So I need to bounce this. And 2, 4, 6, 7. I can survive another attack from this crew until they play that. All right. I'm probably just dead. So I think my out is cycling Shark Typhoon for 1, drawing. Way to deal with that. The way to deal with that would be March. 2 blocks. Nope, that doesn't do it. I'm dead. Wow. Wow. Redain got me. Nothing to change. I still think it's a very good matchup. Could drop Dream Trawler, which is not super necessary for like a Maze Mind Tome. Just to have another cheap thing to do and also to search for. Yeah, I'm going to do that. I think that's fine. Trying to think if there's anything really to Tail's End. Yeah. I mean, Redain. Yeah, but like, my 4th turn was going to be banger, man. My fourth turn was going to wipe out everything they did on the first 3 turns, and then they played a way to stop me. Oh my gosh, it's the same hand. Cycling land makes this interesting. I generally, the Ganjo makes this interesting too. I'm gonna keep. I'm gonna hold irrigated farmland for now. Control isn't about skipping the first 3 turns against aggro, but if you're but they're a slow aggro deck. Like Angels is not blazingly fast. The only reason I didn't win that game is because Redain stopped me from casting my Wrath on turn 4. All right, now if I draw another land, I'll cycle the irrigated farmland. If I don't, I'll probably still play Hall. Yup. Deluge is great. That's a lot of farewells. All right. Is losing turn 5 considered slow? No, but playing 2/2s for 1 mana, for 1/1s for 2 mana, and 1/4s for 2 mana is. It's a question of if I deluge in front of this. I don't think, in case they have Thalias in their deck for some reason. I don't think I do because I can Ganjo a Thalia. Redain would be another one, but again, I would have Ganjo it. All right, that's fine. Like they've got a 1/1, a 1/4, and a 2/1. If they don't have the one that pumps the entire team, they are very slow. So yeah, they are a slower aggro deck. Yeah, Alex, I would agree, except for the fact that I have a Ganjo. And I would kill Redain when it attacked. And there's almost no reason it wouldn't attack. Unless they have the Ganjo read, which I suppose is possible. And we're going to do that. And we're going to do that. They have it? Yeah, the Heroic Intervention. All right. Oh, and they draw a card? Sick. All right, as long as I don't die here, I'm fine. I died here. I died here. If I had March. Man. Heroic Intervention into Righteous Valkyrie was pretty good. All right. Fair enough. Yeah, that's a better description. They don't pressure life total early, then they try to take it out in 1 to 2 bigger attacks. Like that one, where I went from 16 to -1. I will say the hands were not ideal. Like I considered mulliganing, certainly that second one for early interaction. But this deck does not mulligan great. The Jawari disruptions against aggro, yeah, it's possible. Especially on the draw, I would take them out. I don't really like counterspells against aggro on the draw at all. On the play, they are an earlier point of interaction, so maybe. Running Wolf, We didn't lose turn 5 on the play. And you're missing the point. It's not that it's slow, it's that it doesn't pressure you early and then it hits you with one big thing. I'm not sure what you're getting hung up on here. That's a keeper. In this case, I am going to get rid of Lotus Field. I don't have any enablers. Any news on the 30th? Oh, we're playing again, huh? On the 30th anniversary event, no, but we did say we did show a graphic earlier in the stream that has the. I think I'm going to march that if I draw a white card, maybe, or maybe not. We're going to have the news and information on that coming the last week in July. No, you're right. I did lose turn 5 on the play, but that's not really the point of what I've been saying. Yeah, that one. Yeah, Jawari Disruption this. Get Trelasa next turn. Irrigated farmland. We will march Trelasa. Go from there. News on when the tickets are going on sale. Look for all that information the week of the 25th of this month. So now the question is, Teferi plus doesn't leave up a gun. So I think what I'm going to do, play Hollowed Fountain tapped, keep Ganjo up, hopefully Teferi next turn. Well, that didn't work. That didn't work. All right. Populate, farewell, tome. All right, we're going to try leaving some number of Jawar. You know what? We can probably lose one to Fairy. I also haven't seen a Strict Proctor yet. This deck has a really hard time beating a Strict Proctor. How did I even hit gold with this deck? I won a lot. All right, there's our buddy Proctor. Now, we're a little light on lands, so we're going to have to draw some lands, but I like Strict Proctor enough on the play, certainly. Keep that. It's a bit dodgy. If I draw a Lotus Field, I'll look like a genius. No, I didn't start in gold. I hit Mythic every month, so no, I did not start in gold. That is a tough one. All right, well, we're hitting our 4 lands. Hopefully Proctor slows them down enough that I get to farewell, but we'll see. We will see. Yep. Splendid Angel. So I could... There's no way for them to get that there. So I could play Hall of Storm Giants, use a Gonjo there, I think is what I'm going to do. And then Deluge into some lands next turn. Ooh, tapping it for... Yeah, this is one of the reasons this card's great against them. So many of their cards rely on comes into play abilities. Isn't without risk, but I think it's pretty good. All right, if I get to untap with Teferi, I feel pretty good about this match. Yep. See, this is where Strict Proctor's your buddy. Look at all those Righteous Valkyrie triggers going away. Ooh, all right, let's see what we get. Love it. So the question is, discontinuity, just get another turn or just a farewell? I think we'll just farewell. Yeah. All the things. All right. Feel pretty good about this one. It's annoying, but not. That's more annoying. Thalia. Thalia. Drew another Strict Proctor. That's great. Almost did that in the wrong order. I will decline to pay. All right. All over but the concession. Yeah. You see the difference a single Strict Proctor makes? You can have a Lunar Veteran. Discontinuity. March. Sure. Hey. All the mana. All right, so pretty soon we're going to start attacking with some of those holes. So plan now. Plan now is we're going to start discontinuing them during their upkeep. Next. Yeah, it is one of the benefits. Is once you have the mana, Thalia making Deluge cost 5 and then 8 is actually a little beneficial, which is a fun little quirk. Thalia is still terrible for this deck, so it's not ideal by any stretch of the imagination. No life. Continuity. That's helpful. You just keep taxing everything. Portable Hole. I'm actually going to play Shark Typhoon instead of attacking with 7/7s. They got enough blockers. See, I said I do this all the time. I have plenty of mana to pay, but did not even think about it. All right. cast Shark Typhoon. Yeah, there it is. All right. All right, one more game. I don't think we want to change anything. Dream Trawler's not the right call. We'll keep Disruption in. Yep, all right. We'll try this. What is my favorite format? Canadian Highlander. And I got a Proctor. I got turn 1 play. Love it. Love it. The other thing I don't like the other thing is it's super awkward with Farewell. If you want to hit artifacts, then your portable hole, you have to do that math. I vastly prefer when Farewell can just spam all the modes. Anyway, Drick Proctor. What is the best format of all time and why is it Tiny Leaders? It's probably not Tiny Leaders. That said, best format of all time is subjective. Oh, they had a fateful absence. Look at that. Look at that. They absolutely should. I don't think they can reasonably beat that card. All right. All right. Now we're possibly in a little bit of trouble. We'll see. I got a couple fateful absences for any of the big angels. Like, I'll let these things attack me all day. Yeah, that's the one I don't like. So we're gonna do this. Great, great. So probably gonna look to like double Fateful Absence here to just kind of clear the board. They don't have a ton of mana, so it's not like they can take advantage of the clues. So step 1. I'm gonna take this. I think. Yep, there's another Valkyrie. All right, go away, Valkyrie. Depopulate. Okay. This should give me the breathing room that I need. Any cards I personally want to see in Explorer Anthology? You know, of course, but I feel like since I know more than most, I feel like it's a bit of hat tipping if I start talking about things I want to see and will see and all that sort of jazz. So, oh man, what's the... not the land I wanted to see. I wanted an untapped land. But I'll take it. I'll take it. Yeah, the depopulate was pretty great. But so the thing I like about this deck is that it top decks so well. All you're doing basically is surviving until you get to a place where resources are low, hopefully on their side, but possibly also on your side, and then just having a better deck, basically, at that point. Things like Teferi, Shark Typhoon, Farewell, Memory Deluge, all of those are incredible top decks. All right, next turn we'll get to Farewell. So we should be fine here. We even have a Shark Typhoon if we need to block. There was not any talk on the date for Explorer Anthology. I actually did talk to the Arena team just before this stream for that very question, and they have plans, but those plans are not this stream. I am going to block this with the Shark Typhoon token, because whether they go after me or Teferi, I might as well... Is there any reason to do it for... Yeah, we'll do it for 1 in case I draw March. March could hypothetically be useful. Nope, no March. That's fine. It is fine. Now we get to farewell, and most of our problems go away. Now, we'll say, okay, so most of our problems do not just go away because they have collected company mana up. Now I could disruption. I could use Teferi to tuck Chalasa. Could do nothing and hold up Hall of the Bandit Lords. It's actually tough because there is maybe a scenario where a collected company kills me. Not anymore. All right. We're just going to do creatures. Yeah. Oh. Wow. Guardian of Faith. I still have the Wandering Emperor, but that's pretty good. Pretty good. Hoping to finish this fast enough that I'm not dead, and this will probably, I mean, now the problem is if they have, I actually am dead to Heroic Intervention. Okay. Just need their last card on top not to be Heroic Intervention. Don't be Heroic Intervention. Actually, no, I can beat Heroic Intervention. No, I can beat Heroic Intervention. All I need to do is just make a token to block. Yeah. Yeah. There we go. Did it. Did it. Creatures. Done. Okay. Whew! Closer than I wanted it to be. Yeah, that was a sequence that could have beaten me. I don't think there's anything instant speed at 2 mana here that would matter. So, all right. All right. I know, I go on and on about how this is an easy matchup, and then, like, I'm scraping by the skin of my teeth here. I could have doubled Jawari Disruption that, and probably should have.
Only need 1 life.
I know, but all right. Yeah, I definitely should have doubled the Jawari Disruption that. I could tuck that. I think is what I'm going to do because there's really nothing else. Yeah, I'm just going to tuck that. I will do that. I will play that. I will pass the turn. No, doesn't get there. Yeah, I should have doubled Jawari the Coco. I just mentally shortcut to they have a mana open. Jawari Disruption is not good here. But that clearly was not the case. Okay. If they have no cards in hand, better be able to find a way to win this. There we go. That's pretty good. The complication. Oh, okay, it's not complicated anymore. Yay. See, this deck is great at top decking. I get in there to start explaining why something is complicated, and then suddenly it's not complicated anymore. Because I draw the right card. So what'll happen is they'll get a 1/1. That's fine. I get in a cheeky 3 damage. No, I can't. That's fair. We'll depopulate. Cheeky 1/1. 3, 6. That's fine. We will hard cast a Shark Typhoon. Play this tapped. Create a 2/2. Untap some lands. Supreme Verdict and Explorer when? Oh, boy can dream. Boy can dream. There's one of the cards I want in Explorer. All right, this time I am going to minus. I would very much. Oh wait, no, I'll just block the 4/4. Yeah, okay. Okay. We got 15 minutes left. We're gonna see if we can finish a match in 15 minutes. It's. I mean, possible. It's possible.
Your first match was finished in less than 15.
That is true. If I were further away than one match, I would probably not start another one and we'd finish out a draft or something like that. But yeah, here we are. I wish Sphinx's Revelation were good in Pioneer, but it's just, its time has come and gone. I do have fond memories of that standard format. I know some people didn't like it, but I loved that format. Believe it or not, I am keeping this because it has Lotus Field. I can do Lotus Field. I saw this and I was like, ah, and then I saw the Jawari Disruption, Discontinuity. We're going to keep. There are many pitfalls to this kind of hand, but there's also, anytime you can get Lotus Field down early, all right, it's just that kind of day. Just all the green-white decks. So we should be able to, assuming this is another like Angels deck. Humans, okay. Same basic concept. There's a little bit more disruption. It's a little bit faster. All right, we need to go into full control. And if I draw an untapped land, we have a turn 4 Dream Trawler against a humans deck. Thalia, it's fine. I got Wandering Emperor, Memory Deluge, March. All right, so I think what we're gonna do, they'll have to attack a Wandering Emperor. Oh, they didn't. All right, well, they don't have to attack, I guess. 2, 0, this. This is fine too. Even though I could slam Dream Trawler, I think the actual play is to tuck this and leave them with nothing on their board and a Teferi in play for me. I feel good about that. White bordered basics when? Who hurt you? All right. Collected company. Let's see what happens here. Humans. Yep, that's fine. Dream Trawler beats those things. Now, I know some people like white bordered basics. It's that sort of retro aesthetic feel. I can get behind a white bordered basic. All right. And what's great? Oh, Odawara? Man, see, I'm not even going to play that. Because that is now how we're going to keep Adeline. This and Thalia are their best cards against me. Werewolf Pack Leader is pretty good too. But stuff like Charming Prince is obviously not. I don't care. All right, and then we're just gonna pop. You can recast it if you want. But yeah, just don't care. When will I want this art for all my basics become a feature? It will become a feature. It's on the list. I know it's on the list. Hexproof. I don't think I need all these Wandering Emperors. Could have done that before combat and killed the fairy. They did not. All the cards, all the cards. There's definitely a chance I lose to fairy here. I'm gonna try not to let that happen, but it could. Deluge. Those help. I don't need any other lands, so that's my option. Oh god, I didn't even notice that I didn't have. No, I played perfectly. Everything's great. I make no mistakes. I definitely didn't make that one. Okay, so I could make 2 Shark Typhoon chump blockers. I don't think that gets me very far. I could Wandering Emperor, get rid of something. I think, though, I'm just going to let Teferi go. Yeah, Teferi's just going to go. Extraction Specialist. Getting a Werewolf Pack Leader back. Broken. Now the question is... Yeah, sure. Yield post-combat Luminarch Aspirant. I wonder what's in their hand. Make a 4/4 or Wandering Emperor minus on Thalia's Lieutenant. Make a 4/4. Get aggressive. Get aggressive. Oh. How many times this stream have I just like gone, well, this is close, and then the deck just draws the perfect card. Like, hey, I just drew Time Walk. 3, 4, 5, 6. Yeah. Discontinuity. There we go. Yeah, there were definitely some plays sequencing there. I couldn't see their hands, so who knows. But there was some interesting play sequencing there, we'll put it that way. Okay, humans, I do like to shave it to fairy. Those are all good. Saw it coming's kind of whatever. And then discontinuity, I think, is the other one. Oh, Tail's End. So they have Thalia and some triggers I could counter. Like, for the purposes of, you know what, I gotta make a decision because this stream is almost over. We're gonna drop Tail's End at discontinuity. All right. All right, let's see how it goes. Thalia, Redain. There's got to be some elite spellbinders lurking somewhere in there. So this is definitely, I think, a harder matchup than the Angels deck. There's more disruption. My lands are actually a little awkward too. But if they Thalia here, I have Portable Hole, I have March, Wandering Emperor. Like, my hand's pretty decent for this matchup. Now, if they have a follow-up, they have a second Thalia. Less great. Although I can actually still march it away if I need to. Yeah, Werewolf Pack Leader's not great, but not the end of the world. Oh, sweet. We did it. We did it. The deck did the thing. All right. I got 5 minutes. There's a good pre-combat play. Don't think we're going to finish in 5 minutes, but maybe. If I pull a Wrath somewhere. All right, we'll do that. I can't actually cast that. So what I am going to do, 1, 2. I don't want them drawing cards. They may just concede to the farewell next turn. We will see. Oh yeah, this is my screen name. ValueCon is a nickname I have been given by, I think it originated with Adam Staborski. Because I like drawing cards, man. I like drawing cards. All right. Yeah, I mean, like I said, they might just concede to this. We'll see. See, this is another case where, like, Portable Hole was great. Don't get me wrong. But I really would like to get that clue. And I can't. All right. Creatures. Just creatures. And we're going to, even though they only have 3 lands, I'm still going to play that as a land. Cool. I will, I did show the deck list at the beginning of the stream, Dragon 13, but I will, before we sign off, I will throw it up on the screen one more time, especially if we're about to hit Mythic. It's not that I don't believe you on the farewell order thing. I've just never done it. And so the clue is such a small thing here. 3, 7, yeah, tap. Yeah, I believe you all, but were there announcements made today? Not really, kinda, sorta. We did talk about some upcoming dates. So next week on the 21st, we are going to have a monthly announcement day. I didn't actually expect them to attack. And it's going to include tons and tons of Dominaria United information. You definitely do not want to miss that. And then Magic 30 information and tickets all come in the week of the 25th. And the other thing I'm forgetting is, oh yeah, Mark Rosewater's giving a panel at SDCC on the 23rd that is going to contain a bunch of new Unfinity information. Those are really the announcements that were made this stream. We kept it pretty light this week because next week is huge. I cannot emphasize enough how big next week is. July 21st, same time, same channel, all that jazz. Gonna be huge. Oh no. That's fine. Yeah, I think I possibly could win this in under 15 minutes. These deluges will show me something. I'm gonna get to deluge and clue. We're gonna clue first, because that might inform the deluge. All right. Let's see if we can just get a concession to the Dream Trawler. That's my goal. Yep. All right. Fastest line of play, play a Dream Trawler. Woohoo! Almost. There we got to get the Mythic. There we go. Woohoo! We did it. We did it. All thanks to whoever it was that conceded to me right off the bat. Yeah, so Dex, this, this, and we did 330. Wow, look at that timing. All right. Yeah, this is the deck list. Like I said, it's relatively stock. It's similar to a list that Andrew Cuneo and Gabriel Nassif have been streaming. I did take away one Shark Typhoon and put in a Dream Trawler. Dream Trawler's been great. I did that because I was playing against a lot of black-red on the ladder. Like, it was something like 6 or 7 matches in a row that I played against black-red, so I moved it main. I also had some other sideboard cards I wanted to play. My ways to interact with Lotus Field: Strict Proctor, 1 Tail's End, 2 Discontinuity. I like 3 Memory Deluge. I know a lot of people have 2, and that card's just so good when you have Lotus Field out, and it's also a bridge between the hands where you don't have Lotus Field and when you do. Yeah, so it's great. This deck is great. I've been winning a lot with it. A couple things that you might consider. The Search for Escanta is relatively new. I like it, I think. Portable Hole, I go back and forth on it. It is, like, against black-red, it hits the 3/2 Vampire early, but almost nothing else. Well, it definitely hits Thalia's. Thalia's in the white decks you want, and that's why Portable Hole is here. But kind of depending on how much you're seeing in the ladder, Portable Hole could go away. Farewells, I know 2 is a pretty stock number. I like a 3rd in the sideboard just because it's so good if you resolve it against basically any deck that's trying to attack you. The black-red decks, the white-green decks, it's real good. Hullbreaker Horror is for the control matchups. So is Dovin's Veto, Mind Maze Tome. I have a single Field of Ruin in the sideboard. That is for the black-red matchups. Yeah, I love this deck. I had been for the past few months playing white-green Enchantress in historic best of 1 because I knew that like the back of my hand. I could make Mythic pretty easy. But this deck pulled me away in Explorer. It's really good. I like the Lotus Field builds. You lose some consistency against the non-Lotus Field builds, but you get to do a lot of sweet things. So, all right. That is it for the stream. Thank you, everyone, for tuning in. Reminder, next week, I cannot emphasize this enough. Huge, huge, huge stream. Dominar United is going to be the focus, but it's not going to be the only thing we talk about. There is going to be so much information. I have actually warned people it might be longer than an hour. So, thank you for tuning in, and we'll see you next week.